Alright, so this is the PWC game. What I want to point out in this particular play is the puck's been passed over to this guy over here. I think he's a defenseman, and our winger here, he starts to challenge him. And that's good, but the problem is he kind of lets up and he tries to block the shot, and he's gets flat-footed, and because of that, the other guy, the PWC player, just does a little how's she going and goes around him. We need to have our sticks out in front of us, trying to put stick on stick to deflect that shot, or to actually put a stick on his stick to poke check him. But also you need to go back at him and put body on him as well. So let's just play it forward here and watch what happens. There you go. Little how's she going? He's around him. He's got a shot on net. They get a scoring opportunity. And really all that needed to happen here was our player put a stick on his stick and put body on him as well. It's really important that we continue to do that. So let's learn from this. All right, so in this situation, what we have a good breakout here. The winger gets the puck here. He puts it over to the other winger, and this guy starts to go wide. What you're going to see as this develops is if this winger actually, bear down and try to go wide and bring the puck to the net, he would actually get a scoring opportunity. Instead, what he does is he slows down, and a lot of us, our guys, we do that, and we need to stop this. You get that puck, you need to skate hard. You need to go hard to the net with it. Take the puck wide and then drive to the net with it. But we'll watch what happens here now in a second when we play it forward. Here we go. He's moved his feet. All of a sudden, he stops skating right there. At that point right there, he's not even over the blue line, and he stopped skating. And it allowed them to catch up to him. But if he kept his feet going and he bared down and he protected the puck, he could have taken that puck then and he could have drove around to the front of the net. And this guy's already going to the front of the net anyways. And we have a scoring opportunity. We cannot slow down. We have to keep going. We have to go hard. You get that puck, don't stop skating. Always keep skating. Keep your feet moving. Because you might even draw a penalty as well. So what just happened here then was one of our forwards got back and actually stripped the PWC player of the puck, and he starts to do a transition. And we do a decent job, but what we need to do, this guy needs to peel off and go hard up the boards. This guy needs to peel off, fill that lane up there. Centerman's coming through. What's going to happen is this centerman's going to make a pass to this guy, and we'll just play this forward here now and see what happens. There we go. We're moving up the ice. Now, we've got the momentum going in this position, this situation. We're not even across the blue line yet, and yet we've dumped the puck in on the goalie, on his glove, and all that momentum is gone because the goalie's going to catch the puck and the play's going to be dead. So let's just play it forward here and watch. There we go. The goalie stops it, and we got a whistle. If we had taken that puck wide then, and opened up space, opened up opportunities for our guys to drive to the net, we would have had a scoring opportunity. Instead, we've nonchalantly dumped the puck on the net, and this happens way too many times. We're putting the puck up high so the goalie can grab it. We've got the momentum moving forward. We let him grab the puck with his mitt, and the play is dead. This goes back to what we practice, putting the puck on the far pad, putting it on the pads, make the goalie go down, make him kick the puck out, have guys drive to the net, we get scoring opportunities. Instead, we put the puck into the goalie's mitt, and play is dead. They get a face-off. Now they can change if they want to, instead of us putting the pressure on them and getting some scoring opportunities. So this is not the first time we've done this, but we need to be aware of it. We need to start changing that. So this is another example of us trying to force the play and trying to put the puck through the middle of the ice. We got two PWC players right here, and this defenseman here, like everybody can read what's going on. You also got a guy right here as well, and this guy who he's trying to pass to is actually behind this PWC player. So he has to go through that PWC player to get him the puck, as opposed to just put the puck up the boards. And this guy turns and goes. Right? So let's just watch and see what happens here. There you go. Now, we actually got lucky because it was hard enough pass that it bounced off the PWC's player's stick. But, guys, you can't be going through the middle. You can't be forcing the play. Put the puck up the boards. If there's open ice, yes, by all means, go up the middle as long as there's open ice. But if you got players there, one or two players in the way, keep the simple play. This could easily have been a two-on-one situation for them. So, again, this is something we need to learn from. All right, so this is our second goal against PWC, and what you'll see here is this player here, he gets the puck, he gets the red line, and he dumps it into the far corner. What you don't see off the screen is that there's actually a winger over on this side, and he's going to go hard to the puck and put pressure on PWC and force a turnover. There's also another guy that's going to come in as well, and again put pressure on PWC to force a turnover, and it's going to end up coming back to our defenseman, and we're going to end up scoring a goal. So let's just play it forward here and watch. So here's the dump, and here we go. We got a guy putting pressure on. He puts the body on. That's good. Another body here, right? Puck comes out to the defenseman, and a little shot in the net, scores. You know, this all happened because those two forwards put body on the opposition. They went in, they forced them. I would like to see them be a bit more aggressive in their skating and getting in there, but they put bodies on the guy. They forced that turnover. The puck came back to our defenseman, and we ended up with a goal. So, yes, the defenseman gets the glory for scoring a goal, but the two guys, those two forwards, they were the ones that paid the price. They made that happen. So, kudos to those guys. All right, so in this situation, PWC's actually got the puck and it's at a screen here. They're going to 2-on-2. But what you're going to see here is that this PWC player here, he's going to go hard. All right, and our player here is basically just going to. He's almost like he's general skating back, and this guy's going to get a scoring opportunity. Luckily for us, he doesn't connect on the shot. But guys, you need to be going hard, especially back checking. This could have easily been a goal. So let's just play it forward and watch what happens. You see that? Like this guy here, he's just kind of gliding, right? This guy's wide open now. He's about 8 or 9 feet away from him at this point. You're not going to catch him. So we got to be on our players. Just watch what happens here. There you go. You know, we got a guy over here. We got a guy here. We got 3-on-2 situation here, and this player is not getting back quick enough. We got to back check, guys. You have to get back and take care of our own end. We've talked about this in the dressing room about keeping our goals against average down. Right now, we're just over 3 goals. I think it's like 3.5 goals per game against, and that's not good enough. That means we need to score 4 or more goals every game to win. Last year we were down around 2.6, I think it was, for goals against. So we need to get back down around that very quickly. So taking care of our own end is very, very important. Back checking is very, very important. So let's keep that in mind for the next game. All right, so this is another situation where we're actually, again, puck watching. You can see the puck is right here. We got two PWC players here. We got a guy engaging. This guy's kind of hanging back. He's hanging back. This defenseman is focused on the puck, but yet, look at this guy right here. No one's watching him. All they need to do is put this puck in on the net, and he's wide open. He's basically got a breakaway. So, this is stuff we need to be aware of. Again, don't be puck watching. Make sure you're doing your jobs in our end. And there's a number of guys here that are basically puck watching. Well, so they almost had a scoring opportunity there, but so we need to make sure we're doing our jobs, taking care of our own end. Everybody's got a man in our end. All right. Don't be worrying about, you have to be aware of where the puck is to, but you also have to be aware of where the other team is to, and your own players as well. So just keep this in mind, right? All right. So I wanted to show this little clip here because I think it's a nifty little play. I think this might be Luke Dunn. I'm not sure. But it's something that we've practiced in the past, and that's basically flipping the puck out of our zone. What you're going to see happen is the puck's going to come around the boards here, and the player here is going to stop it. He's going to turn, and he's going to flip the puck out over the blue line so that the defenseman can't knock it down. It's a great little play. I believe the Montreal Canadiens were, notorious for doing this back in the day. But it works really well, really simple, because the puck then drops into the neutral zone, and this guy can actually be skating onto it possibly and get a breakaway. So let's just watch what happens here now when we play it forward. There you go, he gets it. Nice little flip. You got to make sure it gets out, but he did a good job and it was out over the blue line. That was the most important thing. So good job there. All right, so what we got here is down our end, and we actually got a pretty good breakout here. The defenseman puts the puck up to the winger here on the boards, and what you'll see happen is this centerman starts to break out. He gets a pass from that winger. And as he's coming out, he starts to get some pressure on him. And instead of trying to play with the puck out here, especially within that danger zone is about 5 feet inside our blue line and 5 feet outside our blue line. Um, he all he does is a simple little play. He flips the puck out of the blue line. We get it out. Now we're out of trouble. They get to come out and regroup. So let's just watch what happens. We got the puck. He gets his pressure. Nice little flip outside the zone. And here we go. So that was a good play by that forward there. So keep that in mind, guys. Like I said, don't be if you get pressure on you, you're trying to get the puck out of our zone. Get it out. If we take an icing, we'll take an icing. All right. And so this situation, we're actually killing a penalty, and this forward's actually putting good pressure on. He's going it hard on the PWC player, but he's a fair bit ahead of him. So the PWC player is going to go behind the net with the puck. What is really good about this is that our forward here doesn't chase him behind the net. We don't want to be chasing him behind the net because as soon as you do that, you're out of position. He comes to the front of the net. Let's just play it forward here and see what he does. All right. So we can see here, what we've done, we've stopped, which is good, right? They're trying to set up their power play. What you're going to see this guy do is he's going to actually come over to one side. And that's good because he wants him to come out this side, is what he's trying to do. Um, Preferably, we want him to come out on his backhand side if we can. All right. Um, but this is again, we'll learn from this. But the main thing is that he's setting up high right here, just on top of the circle. He's challenging him slightly, but he's not chasing behind the net, so that's a good thing. You see, he's taking one side away. There you go. There you go. So what I will say is this guy could probably be a little bit back here somewhere around center ice, because what you'll see is this guy will actually come through the center of the ice, and if he was more back in this area, you would have cut off that pass. All right, so let's just keep going and see what happens here. There you go. So, like I said, this is the beginning of the year. We're still learning. We're still, gelling with each other. But this is going to come with time, and that's the whole reason we do these game reviews. So this is the second goal that PWC scored. What you see here is this PWC player takes the puck wide. Defenseman here is following him. This guy goes wide. Defenseman really is not watching this guy. If you watch the play, he's not. He's kind of gets behind him. We got to be taking that guy. But what's more importantly is this guy right here. You got to watch him. We got three forwards basically coming back, and really, there's none of these guys are putting a real effort to getting back. And basically, this guy gets into the open and he scores a goal. There's no one there to take him. So just watch what happens as we play this forward. Well, everybody's watching him. See that? There's no one there. He's there by himself. Like I said, this defenseman needs to be taking that guy over there. And one of these forwards need to be taking that guy in the center. And this ended up with a goal to put PWC back in the game early in the third period. So we got to be back checking again. We got to be taking our men. You can't be watching. You can't just assume that someone else is going to take the guy. All right, we need to start taking responsibility. All right, so this is the stats from the game against PWC. You can see here we actually got outshot 35 to 29. So we're not getting that 10 shots per period, which is what we want to get. If we scroll down through here, we'll see the face-offs. We're losing some face-offs down here in our defensive zone, which is not good. We're also losing some face-offs here and up in their end as well. We got to bear down the centerman and make sure we win these face-offs. These are crucial. If we keep going down, you'll see the shots in the first period. We're getting some good shots within the home plate area, but we're giving up shots. Most of their shots are in the home plate area, so we need to crack down. Here we go to the second period. You can see again we're getting some shots in this area, which is good, but again, more shots in that home plate area. We need to tighten up. This is proof of that, and you can see their goals scored within that home plate area. And then we go to the third period, and again, we slacked off completely. We're not getting the shots we need. It's like we just died, and they brought it on. They picked it up basically. And again, look at the shots that's inside this home plate area. And you got one goal right here, another one there. So all three of their goals, all four of their goals, I believe, are within that home plate area. So it just shows that we need to tighten up in that area and make sure that we're cracking down on their opportunities. And if we do that, we will be successful.